The final icon on our header is proportional editing. It works similar to snapping. We have a toggle that can be turned on and off, and you can use keyboard shortcut O on your keyboard to enable or disable this. And then you can click here to change the type of offset that you're using, or this is also called fall off for your proportional editing. This can be helpful when you're editing organic objects. So let's go ahead and delete this cube, and we're going to add a UV sphere, and it's going to be more easy to demonstrate that here. Now, if we tap into edit mode and using our vertex selection mode, so this first mode here, let's go and select this vertex point, or let's just select some of these multiple vertex points. Now, if we press G to grab for movement, you can see that this movement is very jerky and like it's not smooth. It's sort of very abruptly changing the shape of the object. So yeah, if you want to change this more smoothly, that's where you would want to use proportional editing. So let's go and toggle that on, and if we press G to grab, you can see there's this circle that can be changed with mouse scroll wheel, and this is the region or also called fall off. So anything within this circle is going to slowly get affected by the movement. So anything that is like really close to our selection is going to be affected the most, and then it's slowly going to wear out towards that circle. So now you can see that this movement is very organic and smooth. So we can really easily, and this works with one vertex point. You can select multiple vertex points, edges, or faces. It works with any of this. Now the fall off by default is set to smooth, but you can also set it to sharp. Then it's going to be like a very sharp fall off. You can see that it's affecting this area the most. And then in comparison, the smooth one is going to be a little different. So that's how you can sort of organically edit your object. Then we have connected only. This option is helpful in cases where if we press A to select everything and press Shift D to duplicate, and now if we go ahead and select this object and press G to grab, you can see how it's affecting both objects even though they're not connected to each other. In that case, we can enable connected only, and if we move it, you can see that it's going to only affect objects that are connected, like not separated. And this is really helpful for creating organic shapes. So hover your cursor over this sphere and then press L to select it, and then press X to delete, and vertices, so just to get rid of it. For example, for creating an apple, we can go ahead and select this main vertex point. With our proportional editing enabled, we can just press G to grab, and then we can increase our fall off, and then we can sort of move it slightly like that. So we're going to affect it a little bit more like that, and select some of these points here to just sort of give it more a random and organic shape. Let's go ahead and select some of these points here and change the fall off a little bit to give it a little bit sort of random shape like that. And you can see that immediately sort of it looks more like an apple. And we can select sort of this point down here and start moving it. And then you sort of just play around with the shape until you're sort of happy with the looks of your object. Now this is a very rough example. If you right click in the object mode and shade smooth, it's going to make the object look smooth. So that's how you can use proportional editing in Blender.